X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in.
It's week 11 of the 2024 season, and the focus is on Najee Harris. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Steelers and the Ravens coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Acrisure. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
He's going to keep it this time. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll toss it to Harris. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 43. Forced, Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Ready.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So on fourth down, it's going to be Cameron Johnston out to put a charge into this one. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And bringing them out, someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
They go play action on first. His pass is complete. Finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Caught by Flowers. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficient. What you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 1. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Here we go.
They motion the slot man right. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to Nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give to Harris from the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure on its way. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. I'm just taking a guess here, Brock, that they were so concerned with his passing prowess that they forgot this dude can deal quite a bit of damage with his legs, too.
Yeah, this is where offenses in the NFL are blurring with the college game. They want guys running the show who can light it up through the air, but just as often torch you on the ground, with numbers normally reserved for running backs.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. As the chains reset.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A handoff for Harris running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. He'll throw it. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Let's go.
Trying to run in, Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt not much more difficult.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Dicker connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Deontay Hardy to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Airing it out to start this drive. Gets this one to Andrews. Jukes out a one-stop. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 38. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. First down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-3 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's a throw. He's got Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Calvin Austin on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The home teams ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's dropping back to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Ravens will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The drive begins with Henry, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the defense comes. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They're going play action. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Going right side, Harris with it. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here we go, set.
2nd and 13. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Now here he goes. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. They clearly haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this. Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
He's going to keep this one. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
A give left side. Here's Harris. Has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. Najee Harris, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw now. Looking right, and he finds him. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Pass play now. He's gonna push one deep. Big gain downfield. At the 20. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, give to Harris. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers are on the move here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, sack.
From the 48. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself. How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he's at the 15. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead.
Let's go now.
to throw it on first down. He finds Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think a yard or two short of the 20 here.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
From the 19. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. 2nd and 3 now. Looking to the air here. Finds Aguilar. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball at the 33 for first down. They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Throwing it just before halftime. This one's to Andrews out right. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Jacobs with both of their touchdowns thus far as he's scored twice on the ground. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Jahmyr Gibbs with a couple of touchdown runs. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Ewer. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Ewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Complete Derrick Henry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible. while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Andrews with the catch. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. From the red zone now. This throw is cut. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. And that's his 15th rushing touchdown of the season. Notable not just for how often he's been able to run it in this year, but because he is now tied for the single-season quarterback record in that category. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 18. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Steelers' offense headed out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, they go with Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. He'll look to throw. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I can't help but watch these games and just hear Beak Hero in my head all the time. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You got to finish. And so many times, Kate, we see in this league, you get a 3-score lead, you let off the gas a little bit defensively, you don't fight to finish, you let the opponent back in. Not with this defense and not with that sack. They are aiming to finish this thing, and with time a-ticking, they may just have done so with that sack.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Turning to Henry on third. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking for a throw here. Gets this to Bateman. And he gets him around 6 there. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. This is ahead for about 5. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, sack. Go.
Aguilar with the grab. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. From the 17. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Steelers have possession, but this game, pretty one-sided as we start the 4th.
Ready?
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Go! Ready?
Back to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Takes off right out of the read option. Big gain, has them across the 40. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! The Ravens keep running away with this. There are few of these guys league-wide who score as much with their legs as they do with their arms, and now one of them, well, he's become the latest to break the record for most rushing touchdowns in a season by a quarterback.
We've sure come a long way from the robotic QB sneaks of yesteryear, haven't we? The work these guys do on the ground, their athleticism, not just near the goal line, but all over the field, has rewritten much of how this position's played, and now one of them's rewritten a record as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
From the 23, throwing it deep off his back foot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And how about this? A 100-yard game on the ground, but it's not the running back that's doing it. And he's showing you why you should never sleep on what he can do when he's outside that pocket. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Trap 60. Ready.
1st and 10, looking to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Connects with Bateman.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Tucker's kick is up and good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here.
Personal
Although,
foul.
if this is on the
Roughing the
defense,
kicker.
Brock, they're probably just going to
Defense.
decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
So after they ran into the kicker, Brock, that penalty keeps this drive going with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Short side option here. He's running left. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's taken in by Washington. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll toss it to Harris. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I guarantee you this, Kate, if you were to go around football and you sit in a clinic of the best defensive coaches out there, they all say the same thing: set an edge, set an edge, set an edge. It really comes to life on these toss plays. Good.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw it here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running left is Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Pass play coming here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for George Pickens that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Headed out right. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
To the air, 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here comes Austin. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Back to the air following the pick six. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down. They go play action here. And they pick him off again. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play. And that is their fourth interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing four, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.